Okay, so this pile that I have here, this is currently the deck that I'm running. Okay, just gonna double check how many how many creature removal spells do I still actually have? Because I do remember losing quite a few. I know I lost a Ghostly Visit, I lost a Soul Snare. Yeah, Ghostly Visit, that being like the 3-drop, the sorcery that kills a non-black creature, and then the Soul Snare, like if they attack me, I can pay 1 white, get rid of any creature that they're attacking me with. Okay, I still have Repentance to make a creature do damage to itself equal to its power. So this can just instantly kill something with the same power or toughness, or a creature with more power than it has toughness. Anything with like more toughness than power, I'd have to do a bit of damage to it first. And then probably like my overall like best piece of like creature removal is still the Source to Plowshares. I have this combat trick here that can still also just get me a free draw. Okay, I do also have the No Mercy, but it costs 4 mana, so if I get off to a really slow start and my opponent gets off to a really fast start, it might actually be like too late before I can get this on the field and then actually start destroying creatures with it. Diabolic Edict, if the opponent's just spamming a bunch of low-cost creatures, this is pretty much going to do almost nothing. Deathwind, this is just a really inefficient removal spell, but I feel like at this point I gotta just play it because of my lack of better options. Unless I start looking at my other colors, maybe I'll find something better. And then Assassin's Blade, destroy a non-black attacking creature. I have to wait for something to attack before I can use this. And Scar, just put a random -1/-1 counter on something for one black. I'm gonna be paying the 1 black. I mean, if the creature has like 1 toughness, this does kill it, but other than that, it's really not gonna do much. Okay, this can put a creature on top of its owner's library. Except I would have to splash blue to make room for that, and there's also like 2 other modes I can just choose on it, if need be. Okay, this too can also just destroy like any non-black creature, but I'm not running blue and I'm not running red. If I was in those 3 specific colors, I would definitely slot this in. If I was in specifically blue, black, red, that is. Flying Lifelink, whenever you cast a spell that targets... I don't have that many spells that target my own creatures. As far as I know, this is the only one I got. Just this random, like, one-off combat trick. I don't feel so bad about having it in there, because at least when I cast it, I'm guaranteed to draw my next card. Even if it's a like pretty like weak combat trick for 2 mana, like it's still, I get a card draw, and depending on exactly like how the creature I control and the creature my opponent controls are statted, it might actually still be able to swing a combat in my favor every once in a while. And yes, I will buy that. Haggler's Coins, so that there will be more cards in the shops for sale. It's maybe only been about like 4 or 5 hours I spent on this Shandalar world, and I've already like ran across most of it. What is the total casting cost of what now? I'm gonna guess 4. Found this card, Spirit of the Hunt. When that enters the battlefield, each other creature you control that's a wolf or a werewolf. I'm mostly playing white-black, so I'm not really going to have those lying around. I don't believe this was here for sale just yet. I don't know, I may pick this up and then probably just, like, go and slot this in when I know I'm going to be facing off against a bunch of opponents who are on white. This also I'm definitely going to pick up as just mana ramp. Yeah, I don't think I've been to this shop before. Alright, so Intimidate, and whenever that becomes untapped, I can just pay some mana to make a black zombie. So unless they're playing black or artifact creatures, they're going to have a hard time actually blocking this, so it's going to be easier to get this to, I don't know, untap. Because typically to tap something, best way to do is just attack with it. I mean, that really depends on the matchup, how good the Forlorn Sudama will be. Yeah, if they can easily block that, then it's going to feel so bad playing a, I don't know, 4 mana 2/1. These take half my gold, and I get another card. I lost half my gold, but I got some other random card for it. But still. I still don't know how to feel about that. Especially since this lizard that I just got only sells for 60 gold. If I were to just go and sell this, I get nowhere near enough money just to make up for what I lost. I'll probably just keep this aside for now. I mean, since I'm just barely splashing in any green cards, the odds that I'm actually going to have, I don't know. Access to green on turn 1, pretty low still. And very late in the game, this does next to nothing. Early game, being able to, I don't know, play something that will normally cost you 3 mana, and you typically have to get 3 lands out, wait till turn 3 to do so. The extra, like, green mana this makes, you can play this turn 1, and then have an extra mana lying around turn 2 to play something you'd normally, like, typically be playing turn 3 on turn 2. Really, best case scenario, you're casting this turn 1, and then using the extra mana you get from it to play a 3-drop on turn 2, like 1 turn early. Super late game, you're basically getting, like, just about no value from, like, 1 extra mana. If, let's just say you already have 10 lands up. What's 1 extra mana gonna do for you? Pretty much nothing. Why do I even still have this card? Yeah, speaking of just getting 1 extra mana, like, very late in the game. Why would I want to just go out of my way to just spend 7 mana for a 4/4 flyer that I could just simply tap it so it can't attack or block that turn just to make, I don't know, 1 extra mana. By this point, once I have 7 lands up, if I'm making that much mana, I would hope by that point I can easily just get into whatever color mana I need anyways. I don't think I should also really need to ramp for more mana that badly once I'm at, like, I don't know, 7. Like, who in their right mind thought Lotus Guardian would be a good rare? Like, who thought a 7 mana 4/4 that makes 1 singular mana, like, would be, like, a not completely underpowered? I'm gonna keep looking around, see, perhaps. Well, we have a duel here against... Okay, so what is that Dakmor Lancer that he's anteing? 6 mana for a 3/3. Okay, it can destroy something when it enters the battlefield unless that something is black. Oh, hey, at least with this, like, 6 mana removal, I actually get a 3/3 body that comes along with it. I think, like, the arrow that I saw in the previous stream, I think that just gave you, like, 3 extra points of life when you killed something with it. I mean, I still feel bad about having to spend, I don't know, a whole 6 mana just to kill something when, best case scenario, there are quite a few good options out there that can literally do something similar for just 1 mana or even 2. 2 mana or even 1. This guy's expecting me to pay 6, but at least it comes with a 3/3 body, so I wouldn't feel so bad about it. Okay, I was actually gonna go duel the Undead Knight, but I accidentally clicked on, I don't know, the wrong option. Oh, there's a duress. I'll take that. I'll take the duress. Alright, this ugly guy's gonna make me lose 2 life every turn unless I'm playing ogres. 4 mana for a 4/4, but I lose 2 life every turn because, yeah, I didn't spawn in with any ogres. And haven't really found any worth playing either. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. And then draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. No. Disciple, interesting. Yeah, except I'm not really leaning heavy into artifacts, so I won't be able to, like, take advantage of this. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature all get -3/-3 until end of turn. As I was saying earlier, there are plenty of options just to kill stuff that only cost 2 mana. Just like that, yeah, there's one right there. That's what I was telling you earlier. Plenty of ways to kill creatures with only 2 mana. Okay. I might be able to win another Source of Plowshares here if I can beat this Paladin. I'm gonna keep, and then hopefully I'm gonna start drawing land. Now I'm getting a little worried I'm not gonna see land for a few turns. Merchant Scroll. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing any land anywhere. I'm probably not going to be casting that at the rate we're going, especially if I can't even find any land, let alone 2 green. I'm literally finding nothing. I'll just put it on the field at least so I don't have to discard anything. Southern Paladin. Might as well at least just get rid of it while I can do something with the mana I have. Oh, finally! My 3rd land of the game! And even then, I'm still gonna probably have a hard time actually catching back up, especially if, I don't know, every time I play anything, it just has removal for it. Well, at least at this point, I can actually start to catch back up here. Okay, so that's red. Protection from red, and then Distorting Lens, which made my creature red. So I'm not able to block this. The Rebel card. That can just search up more rebels. Let's just attack and see what he does here. Alright, this is going to be like a combat where neither creature would die. I'm going to turn it into a combat where I win with a Guided Strike. And with that, I also get a free draw. Okay, this has first strike too. Okay, I guess you just attacked with this rather than make another rebel. Okay, I'm gonna need to read this real quick. So each upkeep it triggers, right? So if you have a creature with flying, then everything flies. If you have a creature with first strike, then everything has first strike. Creature with protection of any kind, then everything else on his field also has protection from that. Has that same sort of protection, so everything's now got protection from red too. And first strike. The lens is tapped down at least. Just remove that from the field. So this basically, I don't know, this makes my Scar worthless since it's also a red card. Condemn. Alright, so that means I lose my creature. That's gonna attack for... That's gonna be for 4 damage. And yeah, I can totally just use the lens to keep changing the colors of my cards so that this could destroy any permanent. Yeah, sure, I would play my 5/5 dragon, but it would just die immediately. So in that case, let's cast something with protection from white. Something that Paladin can't target. Wait, unless it just changes the color of it to something else. Let's see if he thinks, let's see if the AI thinks to just change this thing's color to something else. Red. So now I can destroy my creature, no problem. Alright, so now I'm just finding more land that I, quite frankly, I don't really need right now. I need removal to just get rid of the creature. That's just not letting me actually keep anything on the board. Swamp. Might as well still cast that while I can. Yeah, I just wish I could, I don't know, actually do something with my creatures. Diabolic Edict. Of course, I don't get to choose which creature gets removed from the field. So this is still untapped here. Okay, at least I think I have something to try right now. Wait, do I have something I can try or no? I thought I had 5 mana lying around. I guess I don't. Okay, on second thought, this has first strike. On second thought, maybe not. Maybe there's nothing to try. At least not right now, anyways. Alright, now I can't even try anything with the Batter Skull. I just had removal for it. I would have just had any sort of removal spell that could have just destroyed this paladin. This one here, especially, just... And then with the Distorting Lens, you can just make any permanent black, so... At that point, I could literally just destroy anything. Of course, he has first strike, too, of course. I'm just gonna concede. If I can't draw removal to just deal with the Northern Paladin, there's actually nothing I can do. Okay, this would at least leave, like... This would give me, like, 3 total power toughness for 3 mana. I guess I'll just buy it. So yeah, now I'm just short another land. Yeah, another land that I definitely liked having around. Now I don't have it anymore. I guess Fortified Village, I'll probably replace it with a Plains. Either that or replace it with a Forest. Or maybe I'll just replace it with this here. This can still make mana of any color, so I'll just have to roll with it. Okay, now that I just remembered I did buy this earlier, I should definitely put it in somewhere. I should definitely go slot this in. Yeah, so that's another card that can just get rid of an opponent's creature. Something I desperately needed in that last duel. I would have had a second source of plowshares if, I don't know, I could have just gotten rid of, like... I still don't know if I would have actually had it in the bag after getting rid of Northern Paladin, but that for sure would have helped me. And then there was also, like, at the start of the game, literally just getting stuck on, like, no land for several turns in a row. Safe to say that didn't help either. Well, I guess before they play it, maybe we could try and just rip it out of their hand with Duress. Another Paladin. This one's only emptying a Karma. Okay, but when I do play against... If I do, like, run into an opponent or two that's playing black, and eventually I will... Eventually, for sure, I'll know I'll be playing against a bunch of opponents on black. I can just always stick that in when I know I'm going to be playing against a black heavy deck. And just take it out otherwise. Three lands and one makes mana of any color. This is certainly more passable already. Okay, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna win this one. I should win this one at least, right? Destroy target black creature. Funny how that's exactly what I was gonna go play. I was about to play that, and then I saw this on the other side of the table. Okay, no mercy. Let's just see if he has an immediate answer for it or no. Alright, just attack into me with both creatures and then lose both creatures. Duress. So what's in his hand? Non-creature, non-land card. Sanctum, Gargoyle, and Condemn. I can snipe the Condemn. Primeval Titan. Let's go. Alright, so I guess now I'm gonna have, like, all these extra lands just lying around. Yeah, now that I found Prime Time, we're gonna have all these extra lands lying around. Oh, even better, now this thing flies, too. And now he's also flying. Guess I'll play a Kami of Ancient Law, then pass it back. Okay, he's got nothing. Alright, so what else did I manage to win? If I've been attacked, Warrior Stand as a combat trick. Energy Bolt. X damage to target. Can that hit creatures also, or just players? And then target player gains... choose to either do X damage to something or gain X life. I'm gonna go look at that Energy Bolt real quick. I vaguely remembered it being a red-white card. Okay, this can only hit players. I'm not even, like, running red, so I'm just gonna sell the Bolt. Yeah, the Bolt can only actually hit players. And it's also off-color, so... Of course, like, what do you expect? I would love to put this in my deck, but again, this is just... extremely off-color. Okay, that sells for at least, like, 240. Maybe I'll try another village and see if I can get a bit more... get a bit more money for it. Centaur War Chief. Okay, he wants my Death Wind if like, I lose to him, he takes my Death Wind. I guess that way, so I don't have to wager a piece of removal. I was thinking about, like, how fine will I be if I lose the Soul Warden? I can still probably carry on if I lose the Soul Warden. It's just a creature that gives me a bunch of life. It's still a good card. Still something I'd rather not lose, don't get me wrong, but... I feel like I could just lose, like, something, like, much worse out of my deck, or just much better out of my deck. Three cards in hand. Okay, that looks really good. Source the Plowshares? Okay, then. Right, this gets a free counter on it. Attack for 3. Order of the Ebon Hand. Protection from white. I have a Deathwind that can just kill it, though. Or you can just force her to sack it. Also, what are you doing with my Murmuring Bosk and my... Wait, is that my Murmuring Bosk and Rupture Spire? What are you doing? Again, what are you doing with my deck? Priestess cast Sandcrafter Mage. Looks exactly like the Sandcrafter Mage in my deck. What are you doing with my Sandcrafter Mage? I still win, though. Okay, I got another Explosive Vegetation. Intangible Virtue. This goes super hard if you're playing tokens, and not really much else. Yeah, this was like one of the staples in a pretty decent like tokens deck back in the day, and when Innistrad was standard legal. Yeah, mainly just Lingering Souls, put a bunch of Spirit tokens, put 2, then flash it back, make 2 more. And all those little 1/1s get an extra power and toughness and vigilance. Yeah, that was a pretty fun little deck to play back in the day. Oh, Wall of Omens. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I was playing for. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn for 2 mana, and I can only use this while I'm blocking. If I have like a bunch of creatures lying around, and then block a bunch of attackers, that would probably be a best case scenario. I have a bunch of creatures lying around, and I can just turn around combat with a bunch of them. Don't know how likely we're gonna get that, like, best case scenario anyways. Alright, so yep, there's my Wall of Omens. It would only sell for 30 gold, but no, I'd rather actually throw this into my deck. Decent blocker for just 2 mana, and also lets me draw, gives me a free draw. Pyramids of Azcatet. What is the power of Screeching? What? What is the power of whatever this card is? I don't know, 2. I've never seen this card before. Alright, let's duel this elephant. 2 lands. Even though I remember what happened the last time, I'm still gonna try my luck with the 2 lands. I might as well just kill that. Okay, I guess now I'm not finding any lands again. Still apparently not finding any land. Okay, this could be worse. Okay, now I can actually try and start catching up. I mean, eventually, yeah, I can start gaining the life back anyways. Eventually. Just to get myself an extra point of life. Rocks, Faith Mender. Guess I'll still attack for 2. I'll let that hit. Another one. Another Rock's Faith Mender. Now every time he gains life, it's going to be multiplied by 4. At this point, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to actually outrace him here. Unless he just doesn't want to attack. Protection from blue, black, and red. Okay, and it's also a 5. And also it's a 5/5. Well, at least I can hide behind a wall of ice here. I guess that's what I'll be doing. Just hide behind that. Alright, you still can't block this. Okay, now I think I'm in trouble. Oh, wait, never mind, it didn't attack. Okay, never mind, it did attack. 8/5, trample, and, well, of course, lifelink. It's gotta be lifelink, too. It's gotta be lifelink. Okay, he just went up to 37. And I still do not have my 5th land. I was just, yeah, so close. And then he top decked the Loxodon on Warhammer. I was actually just so close there. I'm gonna just give something first strike. Block with all my white creatures, give something first strike at this point. Oh, not attacking? Okay, so what you're telling me is I have a chance. Triggered effects. So you're telling me I have a chance. Just put both the counters here. So yeah, this is black, so this can just block and then this can't do any damage. Still. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at 8. Still, he's at 32. Elephant Guide. 11/8. Yeah, he just found something else. So how much are we talking about here? Block with absolutely everything, and it's still, I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, at this point, I don't think there's going to be any way to win this. He still has that hammer and 2 Rocks Faith Menders that are just multiplying his life gain by 4. Still, and I'm still barely finding, like, any land. At least I can kill the elephant, but I don't know. It's like, then what? What can I do then? Of course, he just always has something. He's always got something. Pass. I don't think I can do anything else. Well, I got him to 90. Alright, yeah, just so I stop drawing, like, lands. I do not need to keep drawing lands over and over. If I just keep finding, like, only land and nothing else, there's probably gonna be no way I can win this. Like, whatsoever. Circular Protection black. It just somehow keeps getting worse. It just somehow keeps getting even more unwinnable. Yeah, everything that these creatures can't block, but he's got the Circle of Protection black now. Well, this can at least kill something. I have 12 cards left in my deck. Yeah, I might as well at least just snipe something out of his hand. I don't see why not. Yeah, let's snipe something out of there. Alright, I'm still apparently drawing land that I don't want. Okay, can I maybe force my opponent to attack? Because then I'll just Assassin's Blade. Okay, how much damage actually got through? I think only like one of those creatures actually did any damage. Oh, still not attacking apparently. Alright, yeah, the Circle of Protection just blocked all of it. Still finding more land, apparently. Still more land. I'm done. I have a Circle of Protection that I can't get through. I have like 80 plus life I need to take off. I have like 10 cards left on my deck. If any of those like creatures blocks, he's gonna gain like 40 more life, potentially. Depends on what blocks. Yeah. There's actually nothing I can do now. So we lost the Rupture Spire. 5. How many lands do I have now? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna have to just go put in another land. 15, that's way too little. I gotta go just put another land in at this point. 15, I feel like that's way too little for a 40 card deck. Just my luck's been like so bad so far this stream. I just have been having like really bad luck with a lot of the duels. Like seriously bad luck with some of them. Risk a Murmuring Bosk for a City of Brass. I'm gonna go for it anyways. I know this might seem like a bad idea, but yeah, I'm going for it. Essence. Okay, and a Basking Rootwalla. We actually got 2 creatures here. Let's see if you block this. That kills both creatures. Okay, then. Witch Stalker. And, of course, it's got Hexproof. So that's one less thing I can do. The rest, let me just at least try and rip something out of their hand. Select a non-creature, non-land. Those are both creatures. I gotta pass. Well, at least now I can cast something. And now I can cast this. Never mind. Just had immediately, like... I even saw the damn thing, too. I don't know who I was trying to fool, I even saw the damn thing. I even saw that he had that card. Who am I trying to fool? I'll just pass. And we're gonna do Guided Strike here. Yes. Might as well Bile Blight. I should have not done that. I shouldn't have cast anything extra. Alright, removal. Oh, apparently not just yet. No removal. Play Batterskull. Pass turn. Forest. Play Wall of Ice. So you're saying I might actually have a chance here. Is that what you're saying? So you're saying I might have a chance. Another creature. Let's put some counters on this here. Pass it back again. Oh, still not attacking, apparently. Yeah, in that case, I guess I have to just recast this, but without the counters on it. Bone Shredder. Alright, that can only kill non-black creatures. Looks like I'm in luck here. I guess I'm in luck. Equip? Flying Vigilance Lifelink? Maybe because he's kind of just stopped attacking me with all my... Yeah, especially with even this... Yeah, this dragon here was apparently enough to just completely deter him from attacking me anymore. And now I also got it, like, equipped with the Batterskull, too. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna literally just win another game off the back of Batterskull. I did not believe I was supposed to win that for a second. And this is what I'm gonna be taking home. 1,000-year elixir. Can activate abilities of creatures I control as though those had haste, and then untap target creature, of course. City of Brass and Dry Arbor. And won another card for all my troubles, apparently. So I have 2 City of Brass now. That is definitely going to help with the mana fixing for sure. This definitely helps with the mana fixing. I just hope I don't do too much damage to myself with these cities. Yeah, that's really good for mana fixing there. I have a land that could also just double as a 1/1. Oh, I still have this karma. I won this a little while ago. Decided, okay, I'm probably going to be saving this for like a part of the game I know I'll be doing against a bunch of opponents running black. And then just, yeah, play the karma against them, and if I really need to just hide behind a bunch of walls, just let their own swamps burn them to death. Oh wait, I'm playing black, so I'd probably have to dial back on the swamps myself if I were to like make good use of this. Oh, I also have something here that can counter white spells. But only white spells. That only sells for 80 gold. If anything, I'd probably much rather just keep this around. I'm gonna try my luck against another elephant, even though the last duel against one of those went so badly. Still willing to give this another go. Just hopefully it doesn't gain like 95 life this time. Well, now I have a blocker? Okay, this... I literally can't block. This is a forest. Well, I cannot just kill it with Assassin's Blade. Planeswalk. I have a plane, so I cannot block this either. Alright, I'll play Kingpin's Pet and just pass it on back. I already have a plane, so I already established I'm not able to block the rooster. We already got that out of the way. Might as well just drain him for a bit of life while I'm at it. Overrun, to, I guess, just to give the rooster trample and attack with only the rooster. I'm just gonna kill the rooster at this point. Okay, cast another Essence Warden. Now that would have been really nice to save the Bile Blight for. Attack for 2. Of course, he gains 2 more life back. Attack for 7. Play Primeval Titan. Get some land cards out of my deck. Pass it on back. Rock's Faith Mender. Oh no, it's happening again. It's gonna slow down the life gain just a little bit. Oh, welcome back, Roberto. I think it's only been like a week since I last saw you drop by in chat, but welcome back. And before you ask, yes, I did just 100%. Horlogic will go on. I think that was the name. Yeah, that was the name of the hack. Okay, I got that Faith Mender off the board. Alright, fine. Attack with some more flyers. Surprisingly, no, I don't play Master Duel. It's also been like a couple weeks since I actually played, like, even the physical TCG. I still do have my deck and everything. I still would definitely plan to keep on playing the game. Just taking a bit of a break from it. I'll just fly over the Essence Warden. Alright, what do they win? Okay, this can also just force a creature out of combat. A card that makes my life total become 26. I've heard of Duel Links. Also, yes, I have. From what I've heard, it plays very differently from just the actual, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. From like, the few videos I've seen of it, it has, like, a pretty different rule set. I've heard of, like, some of the skill cards that actually completely broke the game. There were, like, a few skill cards that weren't properly tested, and then some, like, clever players found ways to just completely break Duel Links with them. I think there was, like, one skill card with the Ojama tokens that just clogged up all their monster zones with little tokens, and then just... they couldn't actually summon any monsters. Well, I guess the excuse I had before is that I was on an old computer that didn't support Master Duel. Okay, we don't really have that excuse anymore, but... do I want to play a version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That has Max C in it? Actually, we technically already do, like, there's the Malcharmies. I know we technically have Malcharmies these days, but still, it's like a more fair version of the Max C, just like the Max C like draw effect. This is gonna go in the deck somewhere for sure. Yeah, something to take a creature out of combat, and if I can just... eventually I probably will get up to enough mana, unless the game's really fast, just to get it off the field altogether. Alright, so far my deck is starting to look like some walls early game just to slow my opponent down. This is here for life gain, I guess, just so I don't die too quickly. Some random creatures that are hard to block. What if I just make my win condition, yeah, like all of my most expensive, like, highest casting cost spells? Yeah, of course some of my best cards cost the most mana to play. This 4/4 can just put two +1/+1 counters randomly on my other creatures. If I just play this and it's my only creature, I can just have this come in as a 6/6 for like 5 mana. When I'm literally just playing with this random ass pile of cards, 6/6 for 5 does feel pretty good. And then I'm still honestly a little in disbelief that I won a Primeval Titan off a random duelist. Well, yeah, once I had like enough like non-basic lands to start like moving towards also running green, that was probably the first thing that went in. Okay, just out of curiosity, what if I do Wall of Spears in, Bone Splitter out? No, I'm still on Windows 10, but last I checked... Yeah, I saw a Master Duel on Steam, and it says you need to have at least Windows 10 to run the game. I could run the game, but... I don't know, for one thing, I had to get used to like a completely different ban list. Honestly, I think another thing that really stopped me from getting like super into Master Duel is that the games are all best of one. Yeah, with how some decks can literally just completely die to like a certain like card that counters the strategy entirely, or some other decks are just hard counters to other decks. I don't know, like it didn't feel so much like this back in the day when I used to play like years ago, but now it just feels like the side deck is more important than it's ever been. In between like games 1 and 2, and then if let's just say both players won a game, then games 2 and 3. You have the option to just change out cards from your side deck and your main deck. You can just side in cards that could just counter your opponent's strategy, and they'll probably do the same to you for games 2 and 3. I don't know, I just feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, especially like this current format, really needs to be played like best 2 out of 3, if you ask me. Oh, Trump, at this point, honestly, maybe I could say mixed opinions. I'm starting to not be so sure like how to feel about all these tariff stuff. I don't know. I'm hearing that's also gonna make life just more affordable, like not just like other countries it is tariffing, but also just like the States itself. So what are we anteing here? A Lionheart Maverick? Yeah, I'm hearing it's not just gonna make, like, stuff in other countries he's tariffing more expensive. He's also gonna inconvenience people in the States from what I'm hearing. All of this to quote-unquote own the liberals. That could just give itself first strike if I block. I'll just go in with everything. I don't believe I'm like... I don't think I would want to block at this point if I'm really ahead on life. I would just be much better off actually taking the damage to the face. I've heard of Shadowverse. I never did get around to trying it, though. Yeah, I also know, like, I've seen, like, one card store that actually has, like, a few decks of, like, the physical card game. I was maybe thinking of trying it, like, once because, I don't know, hopefully I can maybe find a card game to play that's not, like, notorious for being, like, super expensive. Yu-Gi-Oh! Well... It's not even like this in the OCG. It's not even like this like in Asian territories. It's only really like a Western problem, where the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG at times can be like stupidly expensive just to keep up with like the latest cards that are coming out. And sometimes, depending on the format, Magic the Gathering can be even worse when it comes to like the card game being ridiculously expensive. And then in a lot of formats, Magic's even worse for like being unaffordable for most people. Yeah, I don't feel at all good about playing a 2-1 for 4 mana. Discard a card, give something -1/-1. Like, if I'd have to discard a card, this would actually be, like, worth playing. Interesting, but I'm not playing vampires. I'm not trying to play vampires. I don't know, maybe if I start finding a bunch of random vampires, that could be fun to play. Usually, like, whenever I feel like doing, like... Usually whenever I feel like live streaming, if anything. Oh, I could win another City of Brass. I could have free City of Brass if I can beat this guy. I'm going for it. He mulliganed 3 times, that's looking good already. Yeah, this specific game, the original version of the game I'm playing right now came out in 1997. I'm playing a modded version that adds in a bunch of cards. The newest ones, which came out in 2016. Yeah, as far as Magic the Gathering concerned, 2016 is still, like, pretty far back in time. Okay, how many cards are you discarding anyways, and not actually playing any creatures? I mean, I would think, like, he'd actually eventually play one of the creatures he tutored up with this. You would think. Okay, so you can search up these root wallas with Survival of the Fittest, then discard them later to pay the cost of survival to just get another creature. And then because they have the Madness cost of 0, just immediately play them both. Searching up, I see more cards with Madness costs. So you'll discard them to Survival and then just play them with the Madness costs while getting something else out of the deck. I was playing, like, one of your entire hacks just a couple days ago. I mean, if you just go through a bunch of, like, my random, like, okay, why did I send this into attack? If you just go look through, like, a bunch of my past live streams, you'll see Horlogic will go on in there. For sure. Now, if only I had 1 extra mana just lying around. I have plenty of life to lose, so that's fine. Alright, Deathwind, X is 4. Just kill one of these. Childhood Horror. I did not know that was a card. Yeah, there was this old download link that I found, like, floating around on a Google Drive. I had to search up, like, something like Magic the Gathering Shandalar 2016 mod and do some digging. Alright, welcome back, physicists. I'm thinking if all else fails... Can I just drain him to death with Kingpin's pet's, like, extort ability if all else fails? Because that was gonna come down to beat him. I see, he's gonna revive Lord of the Pit. Okay, I have a flyer that can do... I can do 2 damage. I can only do 2 damage. Oh, you do. Sultai Ascendancy. Okay, he has to get back to his next turn to do anything with that. I'm not even gonna kill... I love how I'm not even going to, like, win the game with the Primeval Titan. I'm going to win with the fact that I'm casting a spell, have an extort trigger coming up. I'm literally just gonna finish him off with the extort. Big as in how big? And it's coming out in May, not April. It's certainly been a while since somebody tried to attack one of the villages. Where do I need to go again? Yeah, I know, but Roberto is not so familiar with pressure. It's this game on Roblox that, well, a while ago, yeah, I was playing a lot of it, especially Endless Mode when that dropped. Okay, if I lose to the War Mage, he takes my Mutavault. And I have to try and bait him to keep it. Okay, I think this duel is just gonna be completely free. I might as well just make him discard it. No land after mulliganing, like, what, like 6 times or something? Yeah, this duel is gonna be completely free. I would imagine if he just literally starts 6 cards behind me. They don't tell you about the monsters down there that... Most of them will just kill you instantly if they come into contact with you. That's why they can't really get anyone else to, like, go down there and do it. Apparently I'm not really finding any land either. Okay, yeah, sadly I don't get to choose which spell these guys get for the mana link. I don't get to choose. So they took my Sylvan Library off my hands. Something I think at this point I would have been better off just keeping rather than just giving away. Something I probably would have actually rather kept at this point. I think I will actually go sell off a few of my random cards that I won recently. I'm just gonna sell this off because I don't think at this point I'm gonna be doing blue-red. I'll keep the Demon's Horn. I mean, it sells for next to nothing. What is the Fairy Dragon going for again? 105. I would probably never actually put in the deck, so yeah, I'll sell that too. This sells for 155. I think I'll sell the Holy Strength for 45 gold. Lay of the Land I'll sell for 30. I think that only just puts a basic land into your hand. Karoo? I'll sell that for 60. This sells for 380. I'm starting to think at this point I'm probably never actually going to want to, like, give my opponent 2 cards just by shuffling something into their deck. Yeah, sure, I want to, like, have cards that just remove my opponent's cards from the field, but I don't want to, like, give them 2 more cards. Okay, gain life equal to something's equal to a creature's power plus its toughness. It just only gains life, does nothing else, so I'm not too excited. This sets my life total to 20. I gotta pay 7 mana to set my life total to 26. Or I could just sell it for 380 gold, which is exactly what I'll do. I feel like I should just be trying to outright win the game with, like, something that costs 7, not just setting my life total back up. I'm gonna sell, I guess, the Vicious Kavu also for 50. White creatures get +2/+0. I'm not a fan of combat tricks that only raise power. Oh, that was a sorcery. It's not even a combat trick. Unless I have, like, a lot of white creatures just lying around. That will not at all be worth my while. You know, as far as, like, just increasing a creature's power or toughness for the turn, I'd rather have something I can do that at instant speed, increase both power and toughness by a considerable amount, and also not spend too much mana on it either. I can also make an exception for this. It only raises the power, not the toughness, but at least I'm also giving the creature first strike. No longer linear. That sounds like you're gonna completely change the game, Zeal. Sounds like you're gonna completely, like, just completely change the game at that point. Shapeshifter has card. Shapeshifter. So what are we looking at here? Select 1. Okay, I have 3 lands at least. Starts off, okay, that's not as scary, thinking about it now. Starting with this would have been a lot more terrifying if, say, like, Shapeshifter chose to have this start off as a 6/1 instead of a 1/6. Now, if that was a 6/1 on, like, the first turn of the duel, and I didn't have something I could just play on the first turn. Okay, changed it to 5. 5/2 and then went and attacked with it. Oh, that can change every turn. Well, we might have a problem on our hands here. Okay, 5 again. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to stop letting this hit me. Okay, it has to get back to her turn to just change its power toughness again, so... Deathwind, X's 2. Alright, the shitty, like, common removal spell no one cares about. So, okay, this doesn't give itself hexproof and +1/+1. Even if it had hexproof, still, just can make her sacrifice that. Clone. My wall of spears. I'm gonna play Armament Corpse. And pass the turn. Dark Betrayal! Alright, that's gonna kill my creature I just spent 5 whole mana on. Yeah, there goes my 5 mana creature. Trostani's Judgment. Exile target creature, then populate. 6 mana just to get rid of my wall of spears. Faded Infatuation. Copy Wall of Spears. Twincast. Copy Wall of Spears again. Okay, whatever you say. Check this out. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature get -3/-3 until end of turn. That gets rid of all of them. Alright, whatever you say. Counterspell. Okay, now I can't do, like... Now I can't do chip damage with Soul Warden anymore. I guess just to stop that from... Oh wait, never mind. Mana Drain? Another counterspell. Yeah, it depends on just how drastically, like, the game has changed. I do kind of hope we have, like, an old school pressure or something like that. If we want to go back to the old formula, I kind of hope that's something you can do. Lost Soul. It has... I can't even block it. It has Swamp Walk. Comes in tapped. Clever Impersonator. Yeah. Well, hopefully I can at least hide behind this for a little bit. No, we're gonna attack with everything. I'm probably gonna be dead here. This top deck is definitely not gonna save me. Okay, Duress just reveals Primal Clay, which I can't make her discard. Yeah, absolutely. I have a card that can just kill any creature, but it has to be non-black. All these creatures are black. And they're losing power and toughness, so it's like the Guided Strike isn't going to do much either to save me. Choose blockers. I know what I have to go for at this point. Guided Strike on Kokusho. Okay, one of his creatures is dead, or one of her creatures is dead. Repentance. Do not auto-tap the land that does burn damage to me. Repentance. I have no choice but to play this on... Okay, I can still do Repentance, right? I have to do Repentance on Lost Soul to not just lose the game. I'm gonna attack with the dragon, actually. I have the Wall of Ice as a blocker. That can also do, like, damage to me if I tap for white or black, so... Again. Gonna make that not auto-tap. Swamp. Just another land. I think we might actually be good to go here. I might actually win. Sky... Okay, that's just a mana rock. That's pretty much useless at this stage of the game. One more turn. There we go. Yeah, this wall is just making so this Haunter can't actually just attack me and kill me for game. Yeah, if this creature that the Shapeshifter has tries to attack, the wall will just stop it. And then I had a creature that was just flying the whole time. How did I pull that off? Alright, we saved a village while it was still like much easier to do so. Alright, and I won another card on top of that. Exile a creature with toughness 4 or greater. Okay, might as well buy that. At this point, I don't know, I'm not really too picky with my cards that remove creatures from the game. Unless, I don't know, they cost like 6 mana. I think we're still like, unless I just go and use the card picker, which I said I'm not going to. I can't get too picky with my removal options. What even? I've never seen. I don't believe I've ever seen this card before. And what does it do? Whenever an opponent casts a green spell, you may pay double black to look at their hand and make them discard a card from it. And for some reason, if I just want to put it back into my own hand for 2 black, I can do that too. Yeah, Repentance on Lost Soul, just... that saved me. Yeah, the creature was Swamp Walk, I had a Swamp out, so it was 2 power, I had 2 life, I literally could not physically block it. I had to have something to just kill it, get it off the board. Repentance, a card I literally did not know even existed until I just... I'm trying to remember if, like, that... I don't think that card was in my starting deck. I might have just won it off a random opponent. I was like, okay, this can kill something with equal power or toughness, or more power than toughness, for 3 mana. Let's play it. Yeah, that can kill something. We're definitely gonna play it. I know I've seen this card quite a few times before. Whenever it does damage to a player, exile any target number of any number of target non-land permanents you control, return them back to the battlefield. So if you have a bunch of good cards with like enters the battlefield abilities, just get those all to go off again. Except I don't have like too many like good enters the battlefield abilities going like right now. And I'm not even playing blue, so I'd have to just splash in a 4th color to try and make that work. Probably not gonna happen. So when would this get especially difficult? I see I'm probably gonna have some trouble with like the castles, specifically like the wizards that like rule each one. Mainly because my deck is gonna be nowhere near as focused. Not necessarily nowhere near as focused as if I had the option to just pick any cards I wanted to like build it with. As long as I either just do extra grinding or I'm really smart with the limited selection of cards I do manage to acquire, there shouldn't be. I might as well just buy another World Magic, just get it out of the way. Alright, I can have an Enlightened Tutor for my deck. Absolutely going to attempt this. Yeah, even then, there's still a lot of good cards I can just win off of random opponents anyways. I'm starting to think this won't be like that much more difficult overall. So let's see what's in his hand here. Okay, 2 creatures, 2 lands. I can snipe the Sylvan Library. Well, if you can't just freely choose which lands you want, I mean, unless you just know exactly like which opponents are going to drop you fetch lands and just farm them a bunch, and not just that, also fetch lands that just get like the right kinds of lands, it's going to be that much trickier to just run multiple colors. If like all the lands that you win are just like, sure, they may produce multiple colors of mana, but like it could be like the wrong combinations. Okay, so everything I play comes in tap now. I'm still definitely gonna play this. It's just they won't be blocking this turn. Bestial Menace. I feel like the longer this goes on, like the worse off I'm gonna be. Let's just get even more lands on the field. So let's see, what are we blocking with? Oh, perfect. Let's just also do an Extort, why not? 7 damage, and I also have first strike, so I'm gonna do 7 damage divided in such a way that it's gonna do enough damage to kill every creature that's on the opponent's field that's blocking. So 2 here, because it's 2 toughness. 2 here, because it's 2 toughness. 3 here, and since I just gave my guy first strike, all my damage goes in first. That blows a significant hole in their board. Okay, even then they still have 5 creatures lying around. Alright, so if I attack again, let's see what happens. I'm gonna do Bile Blight. Kill this elephant token. Protection from blue, black, and red. Choking restraints. Ah, perfect. Now it can't attack or block. Perfect. Alright, just lock it out of combat. Yeah, before this gets destroyed, I'm just gonna pay the 3 and 2 white to just exile the creature it's attached to. Yeah, pretty nice to have that extra, just exile the creature outright. Also tacked onto it. Holy crap, look at the card on the right that I just won. I just saw the card on the right. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. Except, I don't think my deck is going to be getting to 15 mana anytime soon. I mean, if it could, or if I had a way to just cheat this onto the battlefield, I'd pretty much be, like, almost guaranteed to win the game at that point, as soon as that hits the field. Especially if I cast it and I get the extra turn. Yeah, just dueled a random elephant, and it turns out he was carrying fucking Emrakul in his. He was carrying Emrakul somewhere in his collection. Only sells for 480 gold. Come on, it's a 15/15. Also costs 15 mana. So yeah, if I could produce that much mana, or I don't know, also just find a way to just cheat this onto the battlefield. Yeah, because, yeah, this definitely just straight up wins the game. Also, protection from color spells, that's almost every spell in the game. That's just about almost all of them. Yeah, we even got an Enlightened Tutor, so with that, I can just go and fetch any enchantment in my deck that I need, or artifact even. I can go get Batterskull with it again. I do think something else should come out of the deck. I think I'll take out the rats. Nice giant spider. It was actually a pretty rough start to this stream, but yeah, recently I've been turning it around. I've been winning. I think I got like 2 additional copies of City of Brass, which would seriously help with the mana fixing. I even also recently just found an Enlightened Tutor. Also, get this. The elephant that was dueling just before literally gave me this when I beat him. Now, I don't have any plans to get to 15 mana, unfortunately. I'm running, like, I don't know, 17 lands. I'd have to find some really good mana ramp, or a card to just cheat this onto the battlefield to realistically be using it, unfortunately. I mean, if I'm, like, short on money, I can always just sell it for, like, 400 something. I can always just turn that into more money if I'm, like, desperate. I'll sell the Illusions of Grandeur. I don't think at this point I'm going to be trying the whole, like, combo with that and donate. Since it's not even in my colors anyways. I don't believe I'm ever going to play this, but for some reason they're willing to buy it off me for 215 gold. I don't believe I was ever going to play, like, Lionheart Maverick, like, ever. That sells for 80 gold. I don't think I'm going to play this either. A random 2/2 for 2 mana. With no abilities. I think, yeah, at this point we can do, like, way better than that. Sneak attack? Yeah, I've heard of the deck in Legacy. Sneak and show. That's a Legacy deck. That's pretty much exactly what that deck aims to do. It's just cheating, like, big cost creatures like Emrakul and Grizzlebrand directly onto the battlefield. I remember seeing Natural Order, like, only, like, doing green creatures, though. Unless there's a way to make all cards in your library a specific color. Elvish Piper, yeah, that can do any creature card. If I can find an Elvish Piper, that would be hilarious if I can find one of those cards. If somebody just randomly drops me one of those cards, that'd be hilarious. Then that would be something worth trying. I probably have a red sorcery somewhere, don't I? That's an instant. Do I not have a red... Oh, wow, I don't have a red sorcery. I should have actually checked. Yeah, I should have actually just looked at all the cards I own beforehand. Banding, I'm not gonna read that. I should have actually just... changed anti-card. I'm just gonna keep looking around. Okay, that's a green instant card. Dragon's Lair. As far as I know, you don't lose any cards if you fail, so we're going for it. Okay, that's in Teamer colors, which I know I'm not playing. Sure, I guess. I feel better about, like, too many lands than too few lands. I mean, I'm thinking at this point, there's more non-land cards left in my deck than land cards. That's pretty much exactly what I'm thinking here. I have 4 lands already. I'll probably be okay if I discard one of them. Yes, as I was saying. That's gonna get bounced back to my hand too, I see. Alright, let's try Kokusho. I think it's time to start swinging. I think it's time to start attacking. Baleful Strix. So if I attack into that, Death Touch is just gonna kill my creature. Yeah. Maybe I want to hold off on the attacking now. No, he's just gonna attack with... if I was in this position, I would definitely just leave the Baleful Strix up as a blocker. I would absolutely just leave that around to block with, for sure. If that was me playing this deck. Okay, might as well just, at this point, I guess. Might as well attack with it if we're just going to immediately blow up the board anyways. Carrion Ants. Wall of Omens. Diabolic Edict, just make him sack it. Alright, fine, I can take 2 damage. Alright, I'll save that Swords to Plowshares for the next creature that comes down. So he gains 6 life, but it gets exiled, so he doesn't get the worms. He doesn't get any worms with that. Okay, another Celestial Prism. Don't mind if I do. Royal Assassin. Destroys tapped creatures. I'll wait and see if anything scarier comes down. Just to make this giant strength lift. Primeval Titan, let's go. And if I have to kill him with the Mutavault, by all means. Impulse. Terminate. Baleful Strix. Okay, it still came with the 2/2 Griffin with flying, the Griffin Guide. So we're gonna do here. Repentance. Kill Baleful Strix. Make this a creature. I get 4 more damage in. Unless he has something, I just win here. Wow. Okay, I'm starting to think maybe we finally actually have a good deck. Maybe our deck is actually finally, like, passable at this point. Because we're just gonna do something like that. Alright, I could play for a land that always comes in tapped. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do Duress. That's a creature. Okay, so 3 creatures as far as I know. I'm just seeing his hand. Forest, Desert, Overgrown Battlement, Carven Caryatid, Armada Worm. That's the only thing I can snipe with that. I guess next turn the Battlement? Yeah. Attack with both of these. At least one's gonna get through. Wall of Brambles. Must have just drawn that. Let's just put the counter on each. Okay, this made the mana to regenerate the wall, right? Acidic Slime, my wall of spears. Batterskull. I'll just attack with everything and see what happens. I got his slime out of the way, at least. At least that's out of the way. Okay, so we have 2-3, a 2-5. All of these can block. I may just be better off passing back at this point, not attacking. Okay, how many overgrown battlements are we casting here? Alright, can we stop finding land? I'm gonna get rid of the creature that regenerates. Oh, I didn't even see the 2 deserts there. Okay, I still gain some life at least. I'm still just stuck now behind all these walls. Okay, Griffin Guide, now I can fly over everything. I'll just find something that gives flying. Just fly over it. Alright, so... Okay, no response. Nice. Just fly over those walls now. Okay, that's another card that gives flying and also gives you a draw. Extra food and also more cards. Holy shit! We found one of the worst cards in the entire game! We found... This might be the worst card of all time. Wood Elemental. They'll buy it off me, but for how much? Only 60. I don't even remember when I won this, but I don't think I'm gonna bother keeping it. I'm still looking around to see if I got a red... Oh, I do have a red sorcery. I don't think at this point I'm gonna splash a 4th color just to flash fire as a mono white player. I don't believe I'm gonna do that at this point. Okay, this is like the white version of the Order of the M on hand I had. Guess if I start losing a bunch of my creatures and I desperately need, like, I don't know, another creature. Oh, Seal of Doom. Yeah, I've seen this card before. For, yeah, destroy target non-black creature for 3. I'm definitely taking it. We're definitely gonna grab that. Stern Marshal. What does this do? Just give a creature +2/+2. Spirit Shield. So keep this tapped down to give something +0/+2. I'm gonna guess they took the flash fires off my hand. Yeah, it looks like they took my flash fires. Which at this point, I wasn't really, like, using it anyways. Tap target non-human creature. If I that badly want to just keep something tapped down, I think I can do better than that still. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's just bad. What is tortoise formation? This looks interesting. Not that interesting. 4 mana, give all my creatures Shroud. I kind of wish I could, I don't know, have a card like that costing a lot less mana than, like, costing a lot less mana than 4. Just for, like, a little trick like that, 4 is pretty steep, if you ask me. Sell the Flame Right. I'm probably not going to be running that at this rate either. What is this? What does this card do again? Delirium. He has Death Touch. He also just makes mana. Just always can make mana. I'm thinking maybe at this point it might be time to start just putting in, like, low-cost creatures that can just ramp me. If I'm playing stuff like Kokusho, the Evening Star, and Primeval Titan, it might be time to just start doing that. Making some more room for green to start doing this. It might be time. I just had to think about what other cards could come out to actually make this sort of like work out. Okay, I guess if it really comes down to it, I could also just maybe do a green-white deck. I mean, if I just go back down to 2 colors, it'll be like a lot easier to just make sure I don't get the wrong combination of lands and spells. I'm just gonna look through my collection again and I guess kind of make a decision on what to do. I'll probably swap those out for some non-basics. Ones that can make mana of multiple colors. Yeah, now should I have an easier time just fixing my mana into whatever colors I need. So maybe at this point I will just put some elves in and see what I can do with them. Yeah, so something's gonna have to come out of the deck at this point to make room for the elves. I think I'll take the Wall of Spears out. And I guess maybe... what else can come out of the deck? Maybe the Diabolic Edict. If the opponent just swarms me with a bunch of, like, low-cost creatures, or also just starts, I don't know, generating tokens, they can always just sacrifice one of the tokens, and then it's like, then what? It's like, then what do we do? So where was that Deathcap Cultivator again? Ah, yes, right here. If it was like one of the colors I'm running, I would, yeah, probably just play it if I was already in blue. I would probably already have that in there, actually. Okay, this sells for 480 gold, but I don't know. What if maybe in the long game we can just spam a bunch of bear tokens? If we're both just like top decking and then I have this and they can't remove, I just make a bunch of bears. I could just win a grind game with that potentially. I can't believe the breeding pool is only worth 105 gold. I can't believe it's worth like that little. This sells for 370 and I have like 2 of these. I have 2 collective black. I'm gonna sell. For now, I'll sell 1. I'll think about what to do with the other. I don't think I'm gonna need that cockatrice anymore. I mean, I didn't even, like, put it in my deck, like, in the first place. I don't believe I'm ever gonna need it. Dragon Broodmother, I'm just gonna let go of it for 245. I'm playing Abzan colors and I had triple red in its mana cost. It's like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I really gonna go out of my way for triple red for 1 card? No, no way I'm gonna try that. That would not be worth it. Well, still definitely... They're only giving me 15 gold for the Halimar Depths. I should keep it. So this can't be countered as Bushido 2. And it can regenerate itself. Oh, this sells for 805 gold if I just want to sell it immediately. I guess so, like, if I'm desperate, I'll just take the money. If I start to run low, yeah, I'll definitely just change that in for money. I'm probably never going to run this, I don't think. We can keep the spider around. What did I just take out of my deck exactly? Okay, I didn't take anything out. I'm gonna sell that Searchlight, guys. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna be ever, like, running it. Zodiac Rat only sells for measly 30. That spell sells for 235. 4-2, even if I don't get to use the activated ability in combat, I still have a 4-2 Trampler for 3. I would still have that going for me. I'm definitely gonna keep the card around for sure. I'll sell the Gorger for 30. I'll sell this for 50. I'll sell that for 50. Yeah, Simic colors historically were pretty underpowered for years. And then Wizards tried to just correct that by just making them a lot more powerful. And then they tried to remedy the fact that that color pair was always just underpowered compared to the rest of them. And then there was a point in Magic's history where that color pair was, like, way too powerful. I think at one point it was literally getting to the point where people were able to cast stuff like Agent of Treachery on turn, like, 4, maybe even 3. 7 mana, just gain control of any permanent or... Any permanent or any creature? Could it gain control of any permanent, or was it just creatures? And after you gain control of enough permanents or creatures with the Agent of Treachery, you draw like 3 extra cards a turn after they take enough of your shit from you. Oh, I could win an Uncle Istvan if I beat this Vampire Lord. Keep hand. Alright, go for the throat. Just kill my creature. Okay, and now I only have, like... I see. Now I'm stuck on 2 lands. Okay, 3 lands. This is a little bit more workable. Okay, I gotta find especially also like a black sorcerer soon. Can I block here? Yeah, I'll just block then in that case. Windswept Heath. I can only go grab a forest or a plains with this. I don't have one of the dual lands that has like basic land types on it. Oh! I forgot I had Murmuring Bosk. It can make black mana. This can produce black. Yeah, so now I have access to black. That's definitely one way to go do it. But no, really, what are we supposed to do here to not die? I'm not really finding, like, what I need right now to stay alive. Not really exactly finding it right now. I can lock one thing out of attacking, sure. You can just always move this somewhere else. Okay, already straight back to me. Deathwind. I guess to get rid of another creature. Meanwhile, I'm still looking for my 5th land. Better late than never. Okay, if they do damage to me with their creature, they're gonna die now. Okay, so that's got lifelink. I'm gonna play a Batter Skull. Hopefully I can hide behind it. Hopefully I can hide behind that. I should have played the creature with flying. Yeah, now I just die here because I don't have anything that flies. So I lost the combat trick. It's just some combat trick that wasn't like the most exciting thing in my deck. I'll just replace it with another combat trick. I'm gonna try my luck with this genie. Try my luck with him. Keep the hand. Hopefully this time not just struggle to find like 5 lands in time. Circle of Protection, white. I'm just gonna Deathwind this. gonna do Enlightened Tutor here, I suppose. I'm gonna grab the No Mercy. See if he just attacks me anyways. Oh, right. Apparently he's just gonna draw a Reclamation Sage. It's like none of that even mattered. Just so I'm not discarding random cards out of my hand. Okay, hopefully this doesn't go anywhere anytime soon. Deathmark. Yeah, just immediately play Deathmark. Primeval Titan. Well, at the very least, I'm gonna get 2 lands out of my deck, guaranteed. Okay, gonna add a Typhoid Rat and then just immediately cast it. Repentance. The Typhoid Rats. Attack for 6. We'll just get some more land onto the battlefield. Alright, now I'm finally starting to close the gap here a bit. Okay, we might be in trouble here. Now that's going to be doing 4 damage a turn. City of Brass. Yeah, that's all I got. Yep, that's all I have. Yeah, I'm dead. Flying creatures strike again! We got another creature just flying that I literally can't reach. Can't block it. And if it didn't have that axe, I would have definitely outraced them. If there wasn't that axe there, I could have easily outraced that. Alright, now I need a new creature to replace the one I just lost. At least it's not like I have like a very limited selection of creatures. I have a lot of creatures to go around at the very least. So it's not like that's like the end of the world. Let's do another like elephant. The last one gave me Emrakul. We gotta try this again. Alright, there's another copy of the card I just lost. Okay, I got all my colors now. Attack for 5 in the air. Another Soul Warden. I'm gonna play a No Mercy. See if again it just attacks with all those creatures. Yeah, attack with everything and then they just die. Attack into like an empty board, but there was a No Mercy on that board, so they all just die. Alright, so what can I just duress out of his hand? Okay, I got a bunch of like high-cost creatures in here. And then like the exiled creature that costs 6. Accidentally misclicked. Whoops. Reprisal. Okay, at least I have a flying griffin now. And now I'm gonna have like 2 extra lands coming in. I can just do more than enough damage here. Okay, this is nowhere near as exciting as the last set of cards that the last Tusk Guardian gave me. Tap target creature with flying. Okay, and also an ivory tower. Not quite as exciting as the other Tusk Guardian. Found the plains. As long as I control a red permanent, I'm not playing red. I'm just gonna still keep looking around a little bit longer just to see what interesting stuff I'm gonna find. Still just keep on wandering around the world to see what cool things I find. Forest Dragon, Anteing Awakening. Let's try this. Alright, Windswept Heath into Murmuring Bosk, and now I have all my colors in one land. Protection from black, so I can't block it anyways. Deathwind can't even kill this because it's black. Immolating Glare. I have to let that through. Alright, Wall of Omen, so I can just kind of hide behind this. Alright, so that wall can't block now. Okay, Untamed Wilds, just go grab a land. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go grab 2. Okay, just a wall. Armament Corpse. I'll do one counter on each. Another Immolating Glare. Which kills my Primeval Titan. I guess I'll put another wall down of my own. Destructor Dragon. So when that dies, destroy a non-creature permanent. X is how much? I'll just Deathwind this away. Okay, I lost the City of Brass, I see. Alright, she has protection from black, so she can just block my Armament Corpse and not actually take any damage. Arshan Sovereign. And it flies. Yeah, Anna's got flying. I think this is probably gonna be what's gonna kill me. Oh, Anna's gonna have regeneration too. Oh, and Aura Shards. I have no blockers here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be dying to this dragon real soon at this point. big dragon that flies and I have no out to it. Yeah, of course I'm gonna die to that. Yeah, big bad flying dragon I literally couldn't out. I guess I might as well... I'm thinking about trying the Sentinel Spider. I could try this too, actually. Another big creature that flies. Yeah, I might as well. Try another of the champions of Kamigawa dragons. I mean, I'm certainly playing more ramp than I was before to just kind of like ramp into these a little bit faster. I have two like low cost creatures that can ramp me. Another Tusk Guardian. This one's anti-ing, locks it on Warhammer, but... that would be... I'd have to anti-source the Plowshares. I don't think it's worth it. If I could lose that, I don't want to risk it. Okay, card I don't believe I've ever seen before. Alright, I have to dual summon her now. To not lose the dragon I just put into my deck. And then probably go save some other village that's under attack right now. Sylvan Library. I should probably start attacking with the Mutavault as soon as I can before she can really drag this duel out. Yeah, before this duel starts to really drag on. No, my Mutavault! I guess I'll play a No Mercy and see if it actually does anything this game. I gotta just pass. I'm looking for a creature. Actually, no, at this one I'm just looking for lands to cast my creatures, because they're like, so like... because they're both 6-drops. Alright, just to destroy another land, strip mine. Primeval Titan. She's gonna gain 1 point of life every time a land comes in, so... it might actually be wise to decline to put the lands on the field. Another Wasteland, just to destroy one of my lands. Well, I just did 11 damage just like that. I could just do another 11 damage. She cannot out-heal 2 6-drops. She cannot out-heal this. I'm not playing any spirits, so I don't think that's gonna do anything for me. Okay, so it's a Goblin Lord that's attacking a shrine. Well, I guess I can get a white amulet. While we're at it, grab a white amulet. I'm gonna try my luck against another Prismat and see how it goes. Keep hand and hopefully start finding the other colors of mana. Well, I just found green. Ape. Currently a 1/1. Become creature again. Death cap, okay, that only makes black and green. I still don't have access to white mana yet. Hopefully I find it soon. I still don't have access to white mana, still. Just attack and see what happens. Yeah, because both these creatures can just get +1/+2 as soon as the Prismat finds a forest. And then they're not so easy to kill at that point. Rackling. Another forest. I'm still stuck with absolutely no white mana. Still. A No Mercy. Let's play it, I guess. Okay, he just finally found his third color. I'm still desperately trying to find mine. And if I had just one more mana, I could prime time into it. Just one more. This is a joke. I'm gonna have to discard something at this point. I don't actually have a choice. I have to discard. What a joke. Plains! Better late than never. But how far behind does this put me? How far behind am I now? Spent that much time just doing absolutely nothing, so how far behind am I? We're gonna try this. Hopefully it doesn't just have like, immediately a removal spell to kill it. Gaia's Anthem, Falbar Stone, yada yada. I'm still doing perfectly fine right now, though. Now that I actually finally got... Now that I finally made it to, like, my third color, now I can actually do all the stuff I need to do. Now I can actually do things. I'm gonna play my flying creature. Yeah, I might as well also do that, too. Pass it on back. Oh! Yosei the Morning Star of his own. His own copy of that card. Exile it, so it's not gonna die, and therefore it's not going to, like, make me skip an untap step and tap a bunch of my cards down. Woolly Thoktar. Okay, attack for 5 and it's flying. Holy crap, a Woolly Thoktar's an 8-7. This is a 5-5. I still have a creature that literally can't be blocked, though, at least. Guess I will probably just have to attack with the creature that literally flies over everything else. And I guess also something on horseback, too, can do that, too. Onulet. Yeah, at least not a single one of his creatures actually flies. And now I have another creature that's gonna fly. Mighty Leap on Primeval Titan. He's dead. Alright, did I get anything really good, except for maybe that Woolly Thoktar? Okay, nothing too exciting, unfortunately. We'll duel the genie. Okay, now I need to start finding lands. Okay, this isn't terrible. At least I can do a few things on 3 lands. Wall of Ice. Another Death Mark. Arrogant Worm. Alright, I guess I'm not finding lands anymore. Back to finding literally no land. Still not finding land. Okay, this has Planeswalk. I mean, at least I can start making mana the next turn, right? Death Mark. I really, like, can't do anything else right now. There's literally nothing else I can do right now. Oh, finally. I'll have to wait till next turn, but it's definitely something. Mighty Leap, target Wall of Spears. Is there anything even to snipe out of his hand? 2 Bone Shredders. So no, there isn't. City of Brass. Alright, finally on 5 lands. Took long enough, but we made it. The 5 lands. Alright, he's gonna kill his own creature. Interesting. Okay, so I have to discard a card now. Forests. Alright, now it's time to just start, like, Now it is time to just start playing all of my best cards, one after the other. Now let's play all our best creatures, one after the other now. Just gonna take a few turns just to play all my best creatures. Oh right, I forgot about the other Bone Shredder. At least I got 2 extra lands onto the field with that. Yeah, that still kills off, like, 4 creatures there. That's still 4 creatures dead. Attack for 5 here. Essence Warden, fine. Now attack for 10. Or just have it get chump blocked. He's a 2. Play a No Mercy. Pass. I'll just beat him down with my 2 dragons. I'll take those cards. Alright, we won another bottle. White Amulet, just for running around a little bit. Oh, what is this Orzhov charm? That's in 2 of the colors I run. Destroy target creature for 2. I would lose life equal to its toughness. Return a creature with converted mana cost 1 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. Might as well grab the charm still. Okay, what is this here? At the beginning of each of my upkeeps, put a currency counter on Trade Caravan, then remove 2. So wait 2 turns to untap a basic land only during an opponent's upkeep. Why do they print this? Why do they print that? That is like so bad. Untap a basic land and only during your opponent's turn. Only every 2 turns. That's so bad. I have a village that needs saving. Okay, I'm fine with losing Sandcrafter Mage. It's not a Snapcaster Mage. I'll see if he attacks again. So in that case... I could have blocked the one that could give itself flying, but oh well. I'll just pass again. First things first, let's do that. Become creature. Block Goblin Balloon Brigade. Okay, now I need to start finding the land again. And I'm not finding land. Might be in trouble here if I literally can't find land. Like, anywhere. Okay, I think we're gonna lose this one. I'm playing against a super aggressive deck and I've already missed 2 land drops. Okay, now I've missed 3 land drops. Okay, apparently something just, like, destroyed itself. I am literally not finding any land. Like, anywhere. I am literally not finding any land right now. There we go, swamp. Now I can turn this around. Now this greatly expands my options as to what I can do. Now I actually have options again. I'm still gonna be, like, super behind, but... hopefully, maybe, because he has, like, such an aggressive, like, fast-paced deck, he'll run out of gas quickly enough. Hopefully, maybe he just runs out of gas soon. I'm gonna rip this out. I'm gonna rip the Oriflamme out of his hand, then. Griffin Guide, Wall of Ice. Feels so bad to have to do that. Not put on something that can actually attack. Feels so bad. There we go, there's another land. So that did 1 damage to me. Planes. Armament Corps. Alright, now we finally have, like, the biggest creature on the board. Those walls just kept me in the game. Oh, now there's, like, 2 of these goblins that ping me for 1 each turn. I guess we'll just attack. I did not see that. Only blocking with 2 creatures, though, I see. Mighty Leap. I'm gonna add 2 extra toughness. So we're gonna... this guy's gonna survive. We're gonna survive here. So let's see. Pass the turn. Okay, I'm gonna grab Batterskull. I can start gaining life back, like, next turn. Alright, that was just 6 damage to the face. Yeah, once I can start gaining tons of life, then it should be pretty much impossible for him to go outrace me once I start getting a ton of life. Oh wait, that's got 4 power now suddenly. Well, I'm still gonna go back up to 8 life. I'm still back at 8. Okay, no mercy. So if these 2 guys, if these 2 little goblins try to ping me again, they're dead. Try that again, you die. Okay, I see. Now we're gonna leave them up as blockers. Equip. 10-10. I'm just gonna go attack and see what happens. Blocking with everything. I forgot about the Ember Mage Goblin. Assign blockers. So I can kill everything in this pile here, but... yeah, that does come out to like 10 damage total against my creature. That does leave him with like no creatures at least. But still. Carbonize. 3 damage to me. Okay, we got another creature to just start pounding away with. Starting next turn. Yeah, we can just start like beating him down within like the next creature. Yep, start pounding away with this. Right, one more attack for 9 in the air. Alright, so I kick him out of the village and I get this loot. Okay, I got a free card in the next duel, apparently. Osai Vultures, oh, we're taking it way back. Okay, why do these cost like 320 gold, though? I'm gonna sell the Kindercatch. I will probably at this point never put it in my deck. I have so many better options. Singing Tree. Target attacking creature has base power 0 until end of turn. Sells for 190. I'm just gonna sell the Singing Tree. Okay, apparently this town's gonna take one of the worst cards in the game for 120 gold. I don't even think I'm gonna like bother trying to cast it once just for the memes. I'm just gonna sell it. I'll sell this too since that's off color. If I was in white-blue, I would have for sure like probably put it in my deck by now, but no. Search your library for up to 3 cards with the same name as target creature. Yeah, if I can get 4 copies of a single card, this would go really hard, actually. Now, if I had 4 copies of a single creature, which I don't, so unfortunately, yeah, I don't. Sell the Shatterstorm for 285. How much does Krenko go for? Only 125? Still just gonna sell him anyways, since he's not in one of the colors I'm playing. This sells for 120. Sure. That for 105, this for 50. This for only 20. This for 105. That sells for only 20. That sells for 50. This also for 50. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother keeping the lands that would put me like one turn behind in terms of mana production for the rest of the game. Those I can probably just let go of. Usually I'm not trying to keep like more than like 7, 8 cards in my hand, so I don't think I'm going to be doing anything special with a spell book. I don't think I'm doing anything with that, quite frankly. Okay, where was that pillar of light? I think I'll just take out Sandcrafter Mage and put in the Pillar of Light as another, like, piece of removal. I guess yeah, I think it's pretty much clear at this point what the strategy behind the deck's gonna be. Just pack a bunch of efficient, low-cost removal, also some walls just to go hide behind to buy myself time. Bunch of low-cost creatures that just hide behind to buy myself a bit of time. Various pieces of removal just to try and keep their field empty, just to make it harder for them to kill me, until I can just buy enough time to play stuff like Yosei the Morning Star, Kogasho the Evening Star, and Primeval Titan and Batterskull. I think that's basically what they call a control deck. That's what you would literally call control, I would think at this point. Weed Pruner, what? I can give random creatures -1/-1. I think I'll pass though. Crusader. Let's duel them and see what I win. Okay, at least I start with an extra creature. Yeah, I think at this point, this is probably just gonna be the last duel I do today. Protection from black. Okay, Bioblight won't do anything to it. Let's see what I can duress out of his hand. I'm gonna snipe the Cathar's Crusade. I think that's probably a safe bet. Oh, okay. I don't mind at all that block. That helps me more than it does him. Shadow. Okay, so basically I won't be blocking it anytime soon. Yeah, essentially I won't be blocking it. Protection from red? Alright, cast Yosei the Morning Star. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Crusader's still got this Divine Verdict that just kills an attacking or blocking creature. Pretty sure he's still got that. 3/6. Choking Restraints. I know he needs, like, a significant amount of mana up to actually... I know he needs some mana up to actually use the Divine Verdict, so I can attack right now and not trigger it. Bile Blight just to kill that. Another one of these. The Divine Verdict, last I checked, you need like 4 mana to cast it. Holy Strength again. I'll let this one hit me. Mystic Crusader. No mana up for Divine Verdict, so I'm free to just attack again. Oh, nice. Priest of Titania we got in there. A random Priest of Titania along with this other stuff we just won. Yeah, at least for like one card I know I've never seen before. Alright, just gonna do that quick run for a white amulet. Okay, Andor's Hold is up there. I thought it was like closer by, but I guess not. In case I need to get rid of a problem artifact or enchantment, I suppose we'll do that. Okay, it's just right up there. Alright, that's a... It has flash, so it qualifies for a combat trick. +1/+2 though, not a really big stat boost. I mean, at least it just stays on the creature, because it's considering it's an aura. Has flying as long as it's enchanted, otherwise it's a 5 mana 3/3 with nothing else going for it. So no, I'm definitely not buying that. Am I at Andor's Hall? Oh, Andor's Hold. Yeah, that is somewhere else. Can I do one more game, actually? I'm gonna skip the duel. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to wager a Yosei the Morning Star. Yeah, one of my strongest cards, and if I just lose the game, I lose that, so I'm not wagering it. I guess I can also maybe just sell a couple more cards here and there. Anything I don't believe I'm ever gonna run, I'll probably just sell. Especially the cards that could just also give me a lot of money. Oh, that sells for 230. I think I bought this for like 100 and something. I guess I can just sell it for like a quick profit. Just for some like free money. That sells for 210. I might put this in the deck soon, maybe. Especially if I can find like a bunch more elves, then that'll feel even better to just include this. I'll sell the Spirit Shield. Also, while we're at it. I'll sell this, too. The Warrior Stand, I don't believe I'm going to be running that anytime soon. I'll sell the Werebear. I'll sell the Thoktar. If I was playing those exact colors, it would be in my deck by now, for sure. Oh, this could be another combat trick, technically, as well. Do I really want to make a bunch of creatures green? I don't have anything else in my collection that can capitalize off them, specifically being green and no other colors. Alright, we're just under 4,500 gold. That's enough for now. That'll be enough.